Attention Indians, today 26th January 2026, a historic moment for every Indian क्योंकि आज भारत अपना 77th गणतंत्र दिवस मना रहा है। वेलकम टू द मैग्निफिसेंट सेलिब्रेशन ऑफ रिपब्लिक डे। आप सभी को गणतंत्र दिवस की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं। हम सभी ईश्वर से भारतवर्ष के स्वर्णिम भविष्य की कामना करते हैं। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
Immense pleasure to welcome you all to this auspicious occasion as we gather here to celebrate the Republic Day of India. Republic Day reminds us of the values of justice, liberty, equality and fraternity, and of the countless sacrifices made by our freedom fighters to give us a sovereign democratic republic. With dedication, integrity and commitment to national values. On this solemn and historic occasion, it is our privilege to have with us a distinguished personality, Mr. Peter Desa, whose presence adds grace and significance to today's celebration. Our flag is not merely a piece of cloth, it is the embodiment of our ideals, sacrifices and aspirations. With due respect and honor, I now request our honored chief guest to kindly proceed for the flag hoisting ceremony as we stand in salutation to our beloved tricolor.
Vande
Leading the parade before we proceed with dignity and vision and unwavering responsibility are our esteemed student leaders, head girls Manya Neruka, Farah, Rishika Jhala and the respected members of the Student Leadership Council, including Vice Head and Service. Their synchronized steps reflect alertness, coordination and a deep sense of duty. जहाँ मार्गदर्शन स्पष्ट होता है, वहाँ अनुशासन मजबूत हो जाता है। The march is torch-bearers of leadership, reminding us that true strength lies in guiding others with patience and purpose. Led by Captain Nabra Punia and Vice Captain Anushri Khani, the disciplined yet cheerful march represents innocence from Blue House, the house of wisdom and discipline. Marching next is the Blue House, led by Captain Shalin Kaur and Secretary Anya Asani. Blue symbolizes calmness, wisdom and care. Green House, the house of growth and harmony. Advancing next is the Green House, led by Captain Shreya Vyas and Secretary East Rathore. Green stands for growth, harmony and renewal. Their balanced strides reflect a adaptive voice, where harmony nurtures strength and growth leads to greatness. Red House, the house of valor and determination. Marching forward with strength is the Red House, led by Captain Inspire, passion and determination. जो मुश्किलों से टकराते हैं, वही इतिहास रचते हैं. Salute to the Red House, where courage fuels action and determination shapes destiny. Yellow House, we witness unity in diversity. Different colors, different strengths. Honorable Chief Guest, respected sisters, esteemed teachers, and my dear students. On this proud and historic occasion of Republic Day, it is an honor and privilege to welcome a distinguished personality, Mr. Peter Desa, who has graciously consented to be the chief guest for today's program. I now request our principal, Sister Juliana Fernandez, Sister Isabel and Sister Monica to kindly present a bouquet, memento and a token of love and appreciation to Mr. Peter Desa. Mr. Peter Desa, a highly respected and accomplished professional with an inspiring career spanning over 47 years of hospitality and diversified business sectors. Mr. Peter Desa was formerly associated with the prestigious Taj Group of Hotels for an illustrious 25 years, contributing significantly to one of the world's leading hospitality organizations. He is currently serving as a corporate director with multiple companies under the MRS Group, overseeing key sectors such as hospitality, heritage property, development, mining, infrastructure, and finance. Mr. Desa holds a Bachelor of Science degree and a Bachelor degree in Electronic Engineering, reflecting his strong foundation in both science and technology. Beyond his professional achievements, our chief guest is deeply committed to nation building, youth development, and social upliftment. He is actively involved in mentoring and guiding young minds, preparing them for roles in administrative and public services, thereby contributing meaningfully to the future of our nation. His vision emphasizes learning, self-reliance, and empowerment, and his life motto, to serve anyone and everyone in need without expecting any returns, truly reflects the spirit of service and citizenship that Republic Day stands for. Even in his professional life, Mr. Desa exemplifies discipline and balance, having played basketball in his younger years and currently pursuing golf, promoting fitness and lifelong learning. On this proud day, when we celebrate the values enshrined in our Constitution, we feel truly inspired to have such a distinguished and service-oriented personality among our midst. Sir, we warmly welcome you and thank you for gracing this Republic Day celebration with your esteemed presence. Your journey and values are a great source of motivation to our students and for all of us gathered here today. Once again, a heartfelt welcome to our Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Peter Desa.
I am the preamble, the guiding soul of our Constitution. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice,
Social, economic, and political.
liberty,
Of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship.
equality,
Of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all.
fraternity,
Assuring the dignity of the individual and unity and integrity of the nation.
in our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution.
I am sovereign, the proud spirit of a nation that governs itself free from external control and rich in self-respect. Today, I stand tall as India celebrates its Republic Day with honor and dignity. Good morning, everyone. I am socialist, the promise of social and economic justice. I speak for equality, compassion, and for the welfare of every citizen, ensuring that progress should reach not just for few, but all.
I am secular, the guardian of harmony in diversity. In a land where many faiths flourish, I stand for mutual respect, peaceful coexistence, and unity beyond differences.
Warm greetings to all. I am democratic, the voice of the people. are represent freedom of expression, participation, and the power of citizen to shape the destiny of the nation.
And I am Republic, guided by the supreme authority of our Constitution. On this historic day, 26 January, we commemorate the adoption of our Constitution, which transformed India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. With immense pride and patriotic fervor, we welcome you all to our Republic Day celebration. Before we proceed further, let us pause in reverence. We, the promises of the Constitution, now invite the students of Class 8A for the prayer service seeking divine blessings for peace, justice and prosperity, not only for ourselves but for our nation as a whole. Good morning everyone. Look around you for a moment. Different faces, different voices, different thoughts. Yet we stand under the same roof, sing the same anthem and share the same future. Differences have always existed in the world, but history reminds us conflicts begin not because people are different, but because they refuse to accept those differences. So today, Class 8A not only presents a performance, we present a trial of our own society. With deep respect and gratitude, we welcome our Honorable Chief Guest, respected Reverend Sister Principal, Reverend Sister Manager, respected sisters, teachers, and my dear friends. Through today's assembly, conducted by 8A, we attempt to reflect on the values that define not only good students but responsible citizens of a diverse nation.
The theme of today's assembly is United in Diversity. Before we examine this society, let us bow our heads and join our hands and first surrender ourselves to the Almighty, who created diversity, not as divisions, but as beauty.
Oh God, we come before you to seek your presence. Guide us and teach us to respect one another. You have made us all different in appearance, language and culture, yet equal in dignity and words. Teach us to respect one another, to listen with open hearts and to live in harmony. May unity guide us to live together and guide ourselves. We make this prayer in your holy name, O Lord. Amen.
A reading from the Holy Book, Galatians, chapter 3, verse 28. There is neither Jew nor Greek, slave nor free, male nor female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus. This is the word of Lord. Thanks be to God. Now let's say the Lord's Prayer together. Our Father proceeds further. Let us pause and seek peace over judgment. Now please rise and accompany us in singing the hymn We Can Achieve.
We have a vision for tomorrow. Just believe, just believe. We have a goal for Mother India. We can achieve, we can achieve. You and me will do our part. Stand together, heart to heart. We are going to show the world what India can be. We can achieve, we can achieve.
Faith teaches us what is right, but society often forgets to practice it. So today, values are not just preached, they are questioned, examined, and judged. Welcome to the courtroom of society, where unity itself is on trial.
Be all ears. The Court of Social Justice is now in session. The Honorable Judge presiding. Your Honor, now the court will hear the first case followed by the other cases. Case 1. Discrimination based on language. Your Honor, when language becomes a tool of supremacy, confidence is crushed and unity is broken.
Your Honor, I speak a regional language at home. When I speak English, people laugh at my accent. They assume I'm less capable. My answers are ignored, even when I know they are correct. Slowly, I began to speak less, not because I had nothing to say, but because I was afraid.
Your Honor, this case represents the agony of people who are judged not by their intelligence but by the language they speak. Thank you, Your Honor. Case 2. Discrimination based on culture, food and race. Your Honor, this case exposes cultural intolerance hidden behind jokes. Your Honor, my food smelled different to others. My traditional clothes were called old-fashioned. I was asked why I couldn't be normal. To fit in, I stopped bringing food from home and stopped wearing what represented my culture. I wasn't changing fashion. I was losing my identity. Your Honor, culture is not something to be corrected. It is something to be celebrated. Thank you, Your Honor.
Case 3. Your Honor, this case represents society's negative disposition against people based on their gender and ability.
Your Honor, I was told leadership is not for me, that I am not strong enough, that my ability defines my limits. I was not given a chance to prove myself. I was judged before I began.
Your Honor, equality is not giving everyone the same role, but giving everyone the same opportunity. Thank you, Your Honor.
Case 4. Discrimination based on skin color. Your Honor, this case represents individual judged not by their character but by the color of their skin.
My skin is darker than others. I am told to stay out of the sun and to use products which promise fairness, as if my natural color is a mistake. People assume I am less capable, less confident and less worthy. Slowly, I began to feel invisible, not because I disappeared, but because they refused to see me.
Your Honor, skin color is not a weakness, it's a reflection of human diversity. Thank you, Your Honor.
Case 5. Discrimination based on economic status. Your Honor, this case represents the negative face of society, where people are often judged, ignored, and looked down upon based solely on their economic status.
Your Honor, I do not wear branded clothes. I do not own expensive gadgets. But because of this, I'm always ignored, excluded, and underestimated. People assume my worth by what I can afford, not by what I can achieve. But poverty is not a lack of ability. It is a lack of opportunity.
Your Honor, money cannot define character, intelligence, or potential. Judging a person by wealth is injustice in its quietest form. Thank you, Your Honor.
Presenting Case 6. discrimination based on opinions and choices. Your Honor, this case includes individuals who are excluded not because they are wrong, but because they think differently. In society, agreement is often mistaken for unity, and disagreement is seen as disloyalty.
I share the ideas that were different from majority. I was labeled as difficult and unnecessary. I was not silenced by force, but by dismissal.
Your Honor, true unity is not silence. It is a respectful dialogue. Thank you, Your Honor.
Case number 7, discrimination based on religion. Your Honor, this case represents those judged by the faith they follow instead of the values they live by.
Your Honor, I follow a different religion. I'm questioned about my beliefs, stereotyped because of my faith, and sometimes blamed for the things I never did. People judge me without knowing my heart. They forget that kindness, honesty, and humanity exists in every religion.
Your Honor, religion should unite hearts, not divide minds. Faith is a thread. It is a path to peace. Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, this is case 8, discrimination based on appearance and body shaming.
I am told I am too short, too tall, too thin, too different. Jokes are passed away in the name of fun, but they leave deep scars. Slowly, I stopped believing in myself, not because I was weak, but because the words were harsh.
Your Honor, nobody is imperfect, only perspectives are. Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, this is case 9, discrimination based on social background.
Your Honor, in society, people are often judged before they are known. I am asked where I come from and what background I belong to. After that, behavior changes. No one asks about my values, my efforts, or my intentions. I am not treated for who I am, but for the label society gives me.
Your Honor, when society ranks people by background, unity becomes conditional. True unity begins when character matters more than category. Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, discrimination survives not only through action but through silence. When society looks away, injustice grows stronger. Unity in diversity demands courage, the courage to speak and the courage to stand for others.
Your Honor, when a voice speaks against injustice, it gives courage to many others. If silence allows discrimination to grow, then speaking up allows unity to live.
Your Honor, unity is not built by laws alone. It is built by the people, by listening instead of judging, by including instead of excluding, and by respecting the differences in everyday life. The responsibility of unity belongs to each one of us.
Your Honor, unity begins with simple choices: to listen, to include, and to respect. When each individual accepts this responsibility, society itself becomes just. After carefully hearing all the cases, this court delivers its verdict. Differences are not flaws, they are facts of humanity. Language is not a measure of intelligence. Culture is not a reason for mockery. Gender, ability, race, or wealth are not limits. They are strengths expressed differently. Before this court concludes, let us reflect on today's thought of the day. A person's worth
is not decided by wealth, appearance, or language, but it is decided by compassion, courage, and intelligence. This code declares discrimination guilty and unity innocent. This code orders society to respect every language spoken, honor every culture practiced, reject racism and inequality, provide equal opportunity to every individual. Let it be remembered, a nation united in diversity is unbreakable. The court is adjourned.
For courts to teach us justice, let our classrooms, corridors, and our hearts become places where unity begins, where differences are respected, voices are heard, and every individual feels valued and included.
Unity is not about being the same, but about standing together despite our differences. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Empowers the youth to think, question, and express.
We now invite Prashasti Bharadwaj of class 9C to present her reflection on Republic Day.
Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, as Rabindranath Tagore once dreamed. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free and the light of Constitution reaches the furthest home, where the world has not been broken up into fragments, where the ancient soul of civilization meets the unstoppable heartbeat of the modern superpower, where the scientists reach the lunar south pole and the youth designs the digital mansions of tomorrow. Into that heaven of freedom, let my country awake. For that heaven is not a dream of the distant future, nor is it a silent whisper in the pages of history. That land of courage, that fortress of Constitution, that eternal great republic, that is our India. A land where every heart beats for its soil, where every hand creates the India of our dreams, where every mind ignites a new revolution. A very good morning, our esteemed chief guest, Reverend Sister Principal, sisters, teachers, and students. I am Prashasti Bharadwaj of class 9th. I am here to remind you that 76 years ago, we did not just inherit a map, we inherited a manifesto. Most nations are built out of a shared language or a common religion. But India was born out of the impossible idea that 1,000 different voices could sing the same anthem without losing melody. Today we celebrate the Constitution. The Constitution that is not just a leather-bound book gathering dust in a library. The Constitution that is the living, breathing contract, the very shield, the heartbeat of our rights. Our history shows our greatness, but it is also found in our intentions. It is found in the student who refuses to cheat. It is found in the professional who refuses to take a bribe. And it is found in the stranger who stands up for someone else's rights. But India is not a finished painting. It is an unfinished canvas. It still faces greed, it still faces inequality, it still faces discrimination. But every time you act with empathy, every time you innovate for the common good, every time you choose logic over hate, you are adding a brushstroke to this masterpiece of a country we call home. So don't just celebrate that we are free. Don't just be a resident of this country. Be an architect of this republic. Prove that we are worthy of this freedom. Jai Hind.
Every citizen has a voice, regardless of his age.
With great joy, we invite our adorable speaker, Ashwi Maru from KG section to deliver a short speech.
Our Constitution, our pride, our republic. Good morning, Sister Principal, Honorable Chief Guest, sisters, teachers, and my dear friends. My name is Ashwi Maru. I study in class HKGD. Today is the 26th January and we are celebrating 77th Republic Day. At first, I wish you all a very happy Republic Day. Republic Day is a national festival of India. On this day, the Constitution of India came into force in 1950. India became a secular and democratic country on this day. We should always respect our Constitution. Republic Day teaches us to live in peace, love and unity. I am proud to be an Indian and love my country very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Thank you.
Culture forms the soul of a nation.
Let us enjoy a vibrant dance performance by the students of primary section celebrating India's joy, unity and tradition.
तेरी मिट्टी मेरा नाम हिमाद्री शेखावत है और मैं कक्षा 5वीं स की छात्रा हूँ। आप सभी को गणतंत्र दिवस की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं। आज 26 जनवरी 2026 है। आज उस तिरंगे का उत्सव है जो आसमान को चीर कर कहता है कि हम दुनिया के सबसे बड़े और सबसे मजबूत लोकतंत्र हैं। आज का दिन केवल सरकारी छुट्टी नहीं है। आज का दिन उन करोड़ों कुर्बानियों का हिसाब है जिनकी बदौलत आज मैं यहाँ खड़ी होकर बोल पा रही हूँ और आप आजाद होकर सुन पा रहे हैं। 76 साल पहले 1950 में जब दुनिया कह रही थी कि भारत बिखर जाएगा, तब हमारे महापुरुषों ने हमें संविधान रूपी एक कवच दिया जिसने कश्मीर से कन्याकुमारी तक सबको एक धागे में पिरो दिया। आज 2026 में भारत वो शेर है जो दहाड़ता है तो पूरी दुनिया सुनती है। वंदे मातरम की गूंज आज केवल भारत की गलियों में ही नहीं बल्कि चांद और मंगल के आसमानों में भी सुनाई दे रही है। हम आत्मनिर्भर भारत के वो सिपाही हैं जो अब किसी के आगे हाथ नहीं फैलाते बल्कि दुनिया को रास्ता दिखाते हैं। भगत सिंह ने कहा था कि बम और पिस्तौल से क्रांति नहीं आती, क्रांति के विचार तो अध्ययन की शान पर तेज होते हैं। आज हमारी कलम ही हमारी तलवार है और हमारी शिक्षा ही हमारी शांति। आइए हम सब मिलकर यह प्रण लें कि अपने देश को और मजबूत बनाएंगे और अपने संविधान का सम्मान करेंगे। जाते जाते बस इतना कहूंगी कि जिस मिट्टी में खेल कूद कर हम सब बड़े हुए, जिसकी रक्षा की खातिर वीर जवान सीमा पर खड़े हुए, उस मिट्टी की सौगंध हमें उसे झुकने कभी न देंगे हम। आज वतन पर आई तो हंसकर जान भी देंगे हम। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
Expression, not only in words but also in rhythm and movement.
Let us enjoy an energetic action song by the students of class 6 echoing love for our motherland.
तू
Chief Guest, Mr. Peter Desa, to address the gathering and share valuable insight with us.
In our life, we can be a very proud citizens of India. Greetings to the elders and the children. You are the custodian of the next generation. Good morning to everyone on the joyful occasion of Republic Day of India. 76 years past, we are celebrating the 77th Republic Day of India. The theme that you represent today, you might have gone through very serious sessions to express your views on to everyone. If only this one projects us to the nations, we can be a very proud citizen of India. Lots of sacrifices undergone with a great struggle, bloodshed, and finally we got the freedom on the 15th August of 1947, the independence of India. Freedom from the clutch of slavery, being towards our own doctrine and method established the constitution of emerging India. Dr. Ambedkar beautifully contributed with his vast knowledge and wisdom, along with his team, and adapted the Constitution of India on the 26th November 1949. The Constitution of India, a Bible to govern every citizen of India with justice, respect and love, was established on the 26th January 1950. Every one of us growing in life, inspection, and adapt to uplift the fellow citizen of our country. This is in their poverty, contribute and give relief and practice justice unblemished. It is our duty to safeguard and abide by the Constitution of India. Wish you a happy Republic Day of India. Long live India. Thank you.
The students of class 7 now present a soulful dance portraying the spirits and values of our great nation.
बहती रहे तेरी गंगा ऊंचा हो इतना इतना बुलंद हो तारों को चूमे तिरंगा माँ से है माटी माथे पे माटी सजा के चले माई चलती रहे तेरे खौफ हवाएं हिमालय की चोटियों से सागर के किनारे तक हवाओं में घुला है जो जोश है गजब, जोश है गजब। रंगों का त्योहार है, हर दिल में प्यार है, मिट्टी की खुशबू में अपना संसार है। उत्तर से दक्षिण तक, पूर्व से पश्चिम, एक सुर में गा रहे हैं हम सब हर दिन। देखो कैसे बदल रहा है वक्त का ये जश्न है भारत, रग रग में है जीत की आदत। ऐसा हुनर दुश्मन की सलामी दे, तू सूरज हम तेरे उजाले, तुझसे जुदा नहीं होने वाले, आखिर तक हम सफर निभाएंगे। जय हिंद जो नस में है, हर बाजी मेरे बस में है, दिल जाने
patriotic honor as we commemorate the adoption of our constitution on 26 January 1950, which laid the foundation of the world's largest democracy.
It is also a day for us to renew our pledge to serve our nation with sincerity, unity and responsibility.
ना झुका है ना झुकने देंगे, आजाद तिरंगा हमारा। खाते है कसम इस माटी की, इस पे जान लुटा देंगे। हम भारत के हैं, हम भारत से हैं, हम भारत के हैं, हम भारत से हैं। हम एक हैं, एक रहेंगे, ना बटे हैं, ना बटने देंगे। हम भारत के हैं, हम भारत से हैं, हम भारत के हैं, हम भारत से हैं।
As we celebrate the spirit of our constitution and pride of our nation, we now respectfully invite our principal, Sister Juliana Fernandez, to deliver her thoughtful message with us.
A very good morning, respected chief guest, dear sisters, teachers, my beloved students and all present here. Today as a tricolor rises high in the sky and flutters proudly in the morning breeze, our hearts rise with it, filled with gratitude, pride and responsibility. On 26 January, we are not just celebrating a date in history. We are celebrating the soul of our nation. On this day in 1950, India gave herself a constitution, a sacred promise that every citizen, irrespective of caste, creed, language, or gender, would live with dignity, equality, and freedom. This constitution was not written in comfort. It was written with the dreams, sacrifices, and struggles of millions of Indians. As we stand here today, let us remember that the freedom we enjoy was paid for by the blood and courage of countless freedom fighters, some known, many unknown, who chose nation before self, duty before comfort, and truth before fear. Dear students, Republic Day is not only about parade and speeches. It is about character. It asks us a silent question. What kind of citizens are we becoming? Being a true citizen does not begin at the border with a gun in hand. It begins in the classrooms with honesty, in the playground with fairness, on the road with discipline, and in our homes with respect and compassion. A strong nation is not built only by soldiers and leaders. It is built by good human beings. Our constitution gives us rights, but it also reminds us of our duties to respect one another, protect our environment, uphold duty, and stand for justice. When we perform our duty sincerely, our nation grows stronger, silently but surely. Dear teachers, you are the torch bearers who shape minds and mold hearts. Through your dedication, patience, and values, you are building not just careers but responsible citizens of tomorrow. And dear children, you are not just the future of India. You are the present. Your thoughts, choices, and actions today will decide what India becomes tomorrow. Let us dream of an India where education reaches every child, where girls walk fearlessly and freely, where differences unite us, not divide us, where success is measured not by wealth alone, but by integrity and service. As the tricolor flies high today, may it remind us that courage, truth, peace, hope, and growth must live not only on our flag, but in our lives. Let us pledge today, not just in words, but in action, to be responsible citizens, compassionate human beings, and true sons and daughters of Mother India. Jai Hind.
The strength of a nation is not measured by its monuments or riches, but by the courage, unity, and integrity of its people. A very good morning to one and all present here. On behalf of Sophia Senior Secondary School, Bikaner, I would like to extend my heartfelt vote of thanks to everyone present here today, whose support, guidance, and enthusiasm have made this Republic Day celebration a truly memorable and inspiring occasion. First and foremost, I bow in gratitude to Almighty God, whose divine guidance, blessings, and protection have made this day possible, filling our hearts with pride, joy, and a spirit of unity that binds us all. I would like to thank our Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Peter Desa, for gracing us with his presence and inspiring us with words that will resonate in our hearts for years to come. Thank you so much, sir, Your encouragement lights the path towards responsibility, integrity, and service to our nation. Our deepest thanks to our Reverend Sister Principal, Sister Juliana Fernandez, whose visionary leadership, gentle guidance, and nurturing spirit transform every gathering into a celebration of excellence and inspiration. We are truly grateful for her constant support, encouragement, and guidance which uplift our efforts and make every event meaningful and memorable. We are also thankful to our manager, Reverend Sister Mary, for her steadfast support which enriches our endeavors and gives wing to our aspirations. A special mention to our primary in charge, Reverend Sister Isabel, and KG in charge, Reverend Sister Monica, for their patience, care, and dedication in shaping the youngest members of our school into confident, radiant, and enthusiastic participants. To our teachers and PTIs, we are thankful to you for your sculpting talent with devotion, inspiring minds with passion, and turning discipline into elegance, effort into excellence. Your guidance is the rhythm behind every possible performance today. To our students, your energy, poise, and spirited participation have filled this celebration with life, color, and pride. You are the heartbeat of our school and the shining promise of our nation's future. Our heartfelt gratitude to our supporting staff, whose tireless, silent efforts ensured that every detail was perfect, reminding us that behind every grand celebration are hands that quietly crafted success. We bow with respect to our freedom fighters and soldiers whose courage, sacrifices, and unwavering devotion empower us to cherish liberty, uphold justice, and honor our nation each day. And finally, a word of gratitude to the unseen hands whose silent dedication often goes unnoticed but forms the true backbone of any successful endeavor. As we conclude, let us carry this thought in our hearts. Republic Day is not merely a celebration of parades or speeches. It is a living spirit reflected in our actions, our unity, our love for the nation, guiding every step we take towards a brighter, harmonious tomorrow. Thank you all for making this Republic celebration a luminous and unforgettable tribute to our beloved nation. Happy Republic Day. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Educate, educate, organize.
Today, we honor our freedom not just as a gift, but as a responsibility.
Life should be great rather than long.
And we remember true progress comes when every citizen is cared of and no one is left behind.
Cultivation of mind should be the ultimate aim of human existence.
Let every heart respect every faith, and may unity guide all our actions.
Equality is the soul of democracy.
Our nation grew stronger when every voice is heard and valued, each one matters.
Freedom of mind is the real freedom.
And let us uphold the Constitution, not only in words but in deeds, building a nation we all can be proud of. Let's rise together and pay respect to our nation.
Now let's hear the echo of Bharat Mata Ki Jai together. Bharat Mata Ki Jai! Bharat Mata Ki Jai! Bharat Mata Ki Jai! Thank you.
Vande चंद्रमा हरदम रहे कायम, झुकने नहीं देंगे कभी मां शीश तेरा हम। तेरे आसमां पे चंद्रमा हरदम रहे कायम, झुकने नहीं देंगे कभी मां शीश तेरा हम।